A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Proverbs 17:22. I've battled anxiety in the past. That anxiety has manifested itself. There was a season a decade ago when anxiety was eating my lunch, and literally I had no idea what all was going on with my body. I would wake up and I would have tingling in my arms, my hands. It would oscillate back and forth. I had pain in my rib cage. I had other unexplained kind of physical phenomena, and we didn't know what was going on. I went through some medical testing, and we ended up determining that I had anxiety. Well, one of the ways that you deal with anxiety, there are a handful, and there is no silver bullet. If you get into a neural kind of groove, it might be that you need some medicine to help you. But you got to tend to your soul no matter what, because anxiety is a soulish problem at the beginning that moves into a body problem if it's not attended to. So when you get into a problem where you have a biochemical issue, there are multiple ways you can attack that. Now, medicine is part of it, but it's not all of it. You also need to do some soul work, and you need to do some emotive work, and you need to focus on the interaction of your soul and your body. You might wonder, well, Bryan, you've been talking about joy the last few days, so what does this have to do with joy? Well, the verse I read you. A joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Now, that's a proverbial statement. It's not a scientific statement, and I'm not wanting to give it a sort of scientific edge. But I do want to point out something to you. Gladness, joy, gratitude. These are things that when you meditate upon them and you dwell on them and you bring them into your mind and you begin to turn them over again and again regularly, things do happen. And you are able to minister to yourself through joy. If you doubt that you can have this kind of self-ministry, just read the Psalms. The Psalms are filled with David talking to himself. Sometimes he's praying, there's no doubt. Sometimes when he says, "Oh, my soul," he's talking to himself. It's self-talk. There's this poetic reminder of the faithfulness of God, and this poetic reminder of God's protection, this poetic reminder of God who makes him profitable, right? Poetic reminder of his relationship with God and the gladness that he has in God. So here's the thing. A joyful heart is good medicine. A crushed spirit dries up the bones. Your attitude, your disposition, your emotions, your spirit, your soul, its condition in a very felt and sensate way is going to impact your body. So I just want to encourage you this morning to choose joy. Think about it. Thank the Lord for your coffee. Thank him for your tea. Thank him for your bed. Thank him for a job. Thank him for your car. Thank him for your family. But think and dwell on those things that are joyful. And watch what it does to you. If you can habituate that, you get in the rhythms and patterns of that, you'd be surprised how much God wired us. Where if we'll choose joy in him, it'll actually minister to our whole person. Think about that today.